welcome back to my channel. I'm Victoria from Victoria Moon's channel, and today I'm doing another short, not too long, tarot reading on the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle scandal, as I like to call it, and why. Well, we did why what's happened, why they left the royal family in the last reading. So I'm gonna give a reading on this big meeting that's going on today and what's going to happen, or what the tarot think is going to happen in the future. And if you like my channel, could you please hit that subscribe button and like if you like what I do. So today I'm going to shuffle the cards in front of you, so just to prove I'm not cherry picking my cards. The reason why I'm not doing it is because these cards are so big that my hands are too small. It's as big as my hand. So I find it really hard to shuffle them. I haven't got the hand, and I love these cards because they were gifted to me by a loved one. So this is why I like to use them. And I always say the best tarot cards are the ones that are gifted. So, excuse my terrible shuffling, I just can't do it. We'll give them a good shuffle. I've already shuffled them once, but I'll do it again so we get a nice accurate reading from the tarot and spirit. Right, I haven't looked at them. I've bunched them together with my, because I am right-handed. Let's separate. Okay. So we'll take, I think I'll do a 4-card reading today. Hang on, sorry, I took them away then. So we've got the 5 of Swords, very interesting. I'll take one from here. Aha, we've got the Queen of Swords. I'll take it from here. 10 of Wands. That's the 3rd card. Can you see all those? Yeah. And that one's sticking out here, so we'll have this one as well, shall we? Because it came out with the 10 of Wands, so ultimately they're probably together. And the King of Wands. I'll just lay those out. I'll put these to the side. Right. Right, so this is the 5 of Swords, and this is the first card I pulled out from the tarot deck this afternoon. So this is where the conflict is. So this is the conflict right at the very beginning. It's funny this card came out. Swords represents thoughts. So being the 5 is the confusion, the conflict, the stress. So this is like somebody battling through the conflict, confusion and the stress. So you, like with your sword and battling through it. This change in the royal family was going to come now. I think Harry and Meghan are the one that want to modernise the royal family. They want to make things different. Things have to change. But of course, you've got your conflict with the people that don't want things to change. The old order, they wanted to stay exactly the way it is. And you've got your Queen of Swords here. You bet your life you have. Again, swords represent thoughts. So these two go together. This is the old order. We're talking about Her Majesty here. And this is the young order. But, you know, this has been a long time in the coming. These thoughts have been here for a while, of modernising the royal family, changing things for the better, slimming it down. So he's become, you know, Harry and Meghan become a minor royal. I think this is Her Majesty and not Meghan, to be honest, because this is thoughts. I think the Queen has been thinking about, probably been advised about slimming down the royal family for quite a long time, but has not wanted to do it. So basically, I think this is Harry. I still think it's Harry and Meghan together, but mainly, I mean, it would be him, wouldn't it? Because he is in the royal family. You know, he knows how these things work. So he's the one that's wanted to modernise it. I reckon there's been talk of this for a while, not just now. It hasn't just come out of the blue. But what we're saying here with the 10 of Wands means completion. The 10's are completion. Wands is is I just heard a word spirit. Completion in spirit is what I've just heard. Yeah. So I've just heard completion in spirit. Right. Okay. So this is completion. Oh, wow. I've just had this overwhelming sense of this was done for the best. This is the best thing for the modern royal, for this royal family. It has to modernise, or it's going to be left behind. I mean, you've got your modern royals coming up now, and they're saying to themselves, you know, things have to modernise in the age of social media, and this is completion. So this is messages from spirit, basically, and we've got the King of Wands here, which again, the Wands is spirit too. So there's two symbolising. There's a male in spirit that's saying, this has to change. This is a king, because you've got your sun here. So there's a King of Wands. Again, these are two spiritual cards. This is completion in spirit. This is this male energy that's pushing this forward, but from the other side. I can't think who this could be. The things have to modernise. Yes, this is a male energy from the other side. It's not such a bad thing, according to these cards here. This change and the shift in the royal family is for the better. And of course, the warrior was the one that had to bring it forward. Who's the warrior? Harry. Harry was the warrior, the one that had to push for the modernisation. It wouldn't have been Meghan, because she's not been long in the royal family. I reckon that people are unfairly putting the blame on that lady, to be honest. But this is no way. This is Meghan. This change has been coming for a while. There's been talk of this for a while. This is the conflict. The warrior, the sword, the battler, the army man was the one that had to make the change. Just thought, right, we're doing this now. I think Meghan does have a big part to play in it, but I don't see it as her. This is the thoughts. This is the swords, the thoughts. This is also patience. So this change, our queen is saying patience. But the battler person wants to do it now. But they're saying patience is going to take some time to sort this out. But it will happen. And it is for the better. But of course, this is completion. So this will be completed. This change and shift in the royal family. I believe they're not going to step back. So they're sort of saying change or else. That's what I've just heard. This is coming from a male voice in spirit. So I have no idea who that is. The male voice in spirit. I can't think who that is. Maybe one of the older kings. Before the queen. Maybe the queen's father, perhaps. I thinking, you know, this is good change. I mean, I also can see I sense that there's a lonely, I think Meghan is lonely. I think there's a loneliness, maybe even being slightly ostracised out because she wanted to do things differently. And someone had to stand up for her. Of course, I think this is the queen, who's quite sad as well. So, should we do one more card? Yeah, go on. Let's pick one more card to see if we... Right, I'll just shuffle again. God, do you know what? Could I get a bigger tarot card than this? I love these cards. They're so accurate. I used these on Saturday night to do 4 readings for family and friends, and they were absolutely shocked. Of course, I didn't record them. It's private. Okay. The Chariot. There's the battle. There's the battle there. There's the battle going on. So I've picked up the Chariot. Chariot, this is somebody needed the confidence. Had to be Harry, didn't it? Look at this here. The 2 women, the man at the back. They're females at the front. Terrible. But, you know, we're talking about the Queen, Meghan, Princeharry pushing everything forward with the sword. You see, there's the conflict there. So the Chariot symbolises the confidence for change, to make progress. But it's going to be quick. So the change, you're going to hear about this very quickly and what's going to happen. But it was for the better. And they're all not reversed, all these cards. So, in essence here, I believe that you've got your battle, the conflict that's going on at the minute. But the second card became the Queen. So there was loneliness here. And patience. I think the Queen has known that the royal family has to change and modernise, and somebody had to step forward and do it. Also, there's a male in spirit who sort of pushed this forward, as well as the person that's in the physical world, as I call it now. So this male in spirit, I reckon, if I close my eyes, I think this is the Queen's father. See? We're talking about completion in spirit is what I think it is. So somebody from the other side, as I call it, has told them that this must make a change. I don't know who. I suspect the Queen's father. I sense it. And of course, we've got the Chariot here, which is confidence to make possible kind of quick progress. Basically, you know, come on, come on, come on. And only Harry really was the one that was going to make this change, along with his wife. I also get a sense of quite loneliness, female loneliness here. And I think it's to do with two women, not just one. So I think the Queen is sort of thinking, oh my God, and panicking slightly. And Meghan is just lonely. Terrible loneliness that's been going on. But I think this just, all in all, this has been talked about before, I'm sure. But people were not, it's not quick enough. I think for Prince Harry, for Prince Meghan, this wasn't quick enough. It had to modernise. I think they see their future as young people. A young person, the up and coming generation, the battling, you know, we've got the completion in spirit. So this is something probably from future royal generations. It's not done this way, you know, but this has to modernise, because it's not just the British royal family. I always think that it's now sort of our royal family seems to be a global royal family, and they're on the world stage. And sometimes I think that we're seen as stuck and fuddy-duddies and an old queen, and they're thinking, look, if you don't modernise, it's going to end. You know, the old order has gone. You have to now battle forward, because you've got your Five of Wands here, which was the conflict. Sorry, Five of Swords, which was the conflict. Their thoughts. This has been, the battle has been coming for a while. I don't suspect it's come out of the blue for many of the members of the royal family. It's been coming. But it took a warrior to take it forward and make the change. And I think that's Prince Harry. Pure and simple. We've got two male energies here who will sort this conflict out. And you've got a lonely queen and a lonely duchess going on, I think. And then you've got two other women watching on the on the sidelines, which are watching what's happening, which I think is Camilla and Kate. Watching what's going to happen now, sort of thing. But I just think you've got a lot of male energy in this spread this time, because you've got the battler with the thoughts, the completion in spirit with the thoughts, and a lot of spiritual energy going on. How interesting. So I think this is a turn for the good, even if it's not in everybody's taste. And not everyone's going to like it, but I think this is battling for the good. So let's see what happens, shall we? So that's it today. I hope you enjoyed my reading, and check back. I did another Harry and Meghan reading because it was relevant to what's going on at the minute. I am planning another Love Tarot reading, which I will be filming hopefully tomorrow or the day after. So check back for that. If you like what I do, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I do read them. I honestly do. Hope you enjoyed my reading, and goodbye for now, and see you soon.